Hi, good morning everyone. We are the group 2 and we are going to tackle about aquatic biomes. So aquatic biomes includes the habitats around the world that are dominated by water, from tropical reefs to brackish mangroves. So when we say brackish, ito yung nagahalo yung salt water and then fresh water to Arctic lakes. So additionally, aquatic biomes can be divided into two main groups based on the salinity of the water. This includes fresh waters or freshwater habitats and marine habitats. So my group mates will discuss furthermore about aquatic biomes.
Biome is divided into freshwater and marine region. Freshwater, such as lakes and rivers, have a low salt concentration. Marine regions, such as estuaries and oceans, have a higher salt concentrations. Did you know that aquatic biome is the largest of all biomes? Covering about 75% of the Earth's surface is water. Biome is usually divided into two categories. One is the freshwater and the is the marine. Typically, freshwater habitats are less than 1%, includes ponds, lakes, rivers, and streams. However, marine life has to be adapted to living in a habitat with a high concentration. Next is the aquatic zone. The aquatic zone is the top of the layer nearest the surface of ocean and also called the sunlight layer. In this zone, is enough the light penetrates the water to allow photosynthesis. Next is the apoptic zone, or the without light. Is portion of the lake or ocean where there is no little or no sunlight. It is formal defined as a depths beyond with the less than 1% of sunlight penetrates. Yung benthic zone is an ecological region of the lowest level of the body of the water. It starts at the shoreline and continues down until reaches the floor encompassing the sediment surface and subsurface layers. Next is the light penetration. Yung light penetration naman starts with littoral zone, also known as the near shore where the sunlight penetrates way up to the sediment and allow aquatic plants. Next is the profoundal zone, which is a deep zone of an inland body of freestanding water. Next is the limnic zone. Dito naman is an open or well-lit area of freestanding body of a fresh water. Last is the light compensation level, in which light penetrates in aquatic biomes. It is generally about 1% of full day light.
Here's the categories of aquatic biome. Freshwater has a flowing water biome, standing water biome. Second is both, which waterlands. Third is the saltwater, has a marine biomes. But aquatic biome is usually divided into two categories, which is the freshwater and saltwater, also called marine biome. So in freshwater, lake, ponds, rivers, streams, and wetlands are all freshwater biomes, which differ in depth, water movement, and other abiotic factor. Freshwater occur throughout the world terrestrial biome. So in saltwater, marine ecosystems are the largest of Earth aquatic ecosystem and exist in water that have high salt content. Their systems contrast with freshwater ecosystems which have a lower salt content. So the next one is the flowing water that under in freshwater. Here in the flowing water, you can usually find flowing water ecosystem from mountain or hills. Flowing water ecosystems is water that has constant flow. Some examples include waterfalls, creeks, streams, and rivers. So in flowing water can sometimes be fast and cannot support plants. If there are no plants, then it can support animals living in the water. Farther down, where the water is not as fast as where plants, so plants grow and animals make their home. That's all.
Standing water means water stagnation occurs when water stops flowing. So, dito, sa standing water, water is not flowing. So, stagnant water can be dangerous for drinking because it provides a better incubator than running water for many kinds of bacteria and parasites. Stagnant water can be contaminated with human and animal feces, particularly in deserts or other areas of low rainfall. So, standing water includes ponds. They are completely photic and plankton is present. So, pond is lawa in Tagalog. It is a small area of still. So, hindi nagpo-flow. Fresh water, it is different from a river or a stream because it does not have moving water and it differs from lake. So, itong photic means denoting the layers of the ocean reached by sufficient sunlight to allow plants grow. So, dito sa ponds, nagkakaroon ng yung ilalim niya is nare-reach ng sunlight. Kaya, merong madaming plants na nag-grow sa ilalim nito. So, turtles, fishes, frogs, birds, herbaceous plants, and etc. are in ponds. Next is the lake. So, lake is a body of water surrounded on all sides by land. So, lake water is still or standing. So, yung pinagkaiba lang ng lake and ponds are, yung lake is normally deeper than the ponds and have a larger surface area. So, yung lakes malalim kaysa doon sa ponds. Kaya, yung mga area doon sa ating yung nasa ilalim, which is the benthic zone na tinatawag. Benthic zone means that it is the ecological region at the lowest level of a body of water. In the animals and plants that live on or in the bottom are known as the benthos. So, yung mga nabubuhay or dito sa ating lakes is the catfishes, mass eater, and deep algae. So, sa inland wetland naman, it is water bodies and other areas that are regularly or periodically covered by water due to poorly draining soils. So, wetlands includes bogs, swamps, marshes. Marshes, ito yung tinatawag nating latian sa Tagalog. And it is covered all the time by water. Trees, shrubs, herbs, and lilies are nandito din. So, yung birds, frogs, toads, fish, insects, crocodile, and everglades are living in wetlands.
So, when we say coastal wetland, it includes all wetlands in coastal watershed. So, coastal wetland is made up of fresh and salt water. Unlike sa freshwater wetland, it only made up of fresh water. Then, coastal wetlands, it has a functions. Then, it protects and improve the quality of water. Next is providing fish and wildlife habitat. So, sabi dito, coastal wetland is nagbibigay sila ng fish and also yung habitat ng fish like the coral reefs. Then next is storing floodwaters and maintaining water flow during dry periods. Marine zone is a belt of sea defined by international treaties and conventions. So, marine zones have several types. First is intertidal. When we say intertidal, the area where the ocean meets the land between high and low tides. So, malapit pa to sa dagat. Kaya pang abutin. Then, next is the Neretic. Neretic is the region of shallow water 200 meter depth above the continental shelf with light penetrates seafloor. Then next is the oceanic. So when we say oceanic, it is the area of the ocean lying beyond the continental shelf. Then next is the photic zone. When we say photic zone, it is the top layer nearest the surface of the ocean, also called sunlight layer. In this photic zone, it allows photosynthesis process. So, mag-evaporate yung water para makapag-process yung photosynthesis. Then, next is
A photic zone. A photic zone is the region of perpetual darkness that lies beneath the photozone and includes most of the ocean waters. So it means no sunlight, photoplankton, and plants. Complete darkness, no plants or algae. More octopus, deep sea fishes, hatcher fish, viper fish, deep sea squids, bioluminescent, large eye talking.
benthic zone. When we say benthic zone, it starts at the shoreline and continues down until it reaches the floor. So, pailalim na siya ng pailalim. Then next is aphotic zone. When we say aphotic zone, region of perpetual darkness that lies beneath photic zone. The next is pelagic zone. Pelagic zone, the part of the ocean of the open sea or ocean comprising the water column. Next is abyssal zone. When we say abyssal zone, it is the lowest ecological zone. Abyssal zone portion is the portion of ocean deeper than about 2,000 meter or 6,600 feet.